Women, let's talk about leaning into our feminine energy and why often women operate so much from their masculine energy. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Zion. I am a womb guide, feminine embodiment facilitator, and emotional healing facilitator. And this topic is something that I've been diving so deep into over the past few years, feminine and masculine energetics, what it really means. And this thing about leaning into masculine energy a lot is something that comes up so much and that is at the core of so many womb issues and menstrual issues and relationship issues that we experience as women. And that's why I want to talk about this with you today. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, where you're tuning in from. What do you feel when you think about leaning into your feminine energy? Because often the reason why we're not really allowing ourselves to be in our feminine energy is because a part of ourselves doesn't feel safe. And it's no wonder, the kind of society that we live in is constantly pushing us to perform and show up in such a masculine, consistent, productive way, and this is not feminine nature. We are cyclical beings. We are emotional beings. We are deeply sensitive beings. We are attuned to everything that's happening around us. We're attuned to the changing seasons of Earth, of the moon, of our cycle, of all of the things that are unseen, all the things that you can't always understand with the masculine rational mind. And what is funny is that we need the masculine structure to flow in our feminine energy. And a lot of times when women come to me and they say, I'm struggling because I'm too much in my masculine energy and I don't know what to do. I just want to be in my feminine energy. I just want to flow. I just want to relax. I want to soften. I want to open up my body and tune into my pleasure and my sensitivity and my emotionality. It's not just about the shortcuts and the quick fix. It's more about looking more deeply at the foundation, at why that's happening. It's not just that you need practices and tools and habits that are going to help you connect with your feminine energy, which is great too, but it's more about giving your feminine energy the right conditions so that she can naturally do that, because that is our natural tendency as women. We have both masculine and feminine energy, but our feminine energy is more predominant because we're in this embodied experience of being a woman. So it's not something that we really have to work on or cultivate. It's something that we need to create space for. It's something that we need to create safety for. It's something that we need to embrace and allow. So sometimes it's important to go a little deeper, and you are so welcome to grab your journal and write about this, any insights that are coming through for you, and ask yourself, what do I need to feel safe? What do I need to feel secure? And just let whatever comes through come through. And you might think, no, I'm fine, I'm safe. But if you really ask deeper, these parts of you that might feel a little stuck or a little frozen, or I don't know, I don't really want to be soft. I don't really want to be vulnerable. Lean into that, into those feelings. Listen to that. It's about creating a relationship with these different parts of you. And that's how you're going to get clarity for your own personal situation and how you can create more space for your feminine energy. And something that I've been really thinking about lately that can be a wonderful ally to more deeply integrate our feminine energy, welcome it into our lives, and feel it in our bodies is sensuality and pleasure. And it doesn't have to be sexual, though of course it can be, but it's much more about allowing ourselves to go towards the things that we're actually excited about, that bring us joy, that bring us pleasure, that makes us feel lit up, and that brings this feeling of yes in the body, right? The senses, like really being present with everything that we're feeling, you know, the things that we can touch, that we can smell, that we can see, that we can taste, and slowing down to really stay with it before moving on to the next thing, you know, before tackling the next thing on our to-do list or whatever. Like, there's always going to be something more to do, to accomplish, to produce. Like, feminine energy is not about that. It's more about just being present and being in that creative energy, feeling, listening. So it's important to create space for that. So what helps you slow down? You know, what helps you connect with yourself? Is it dancing? Is it yoga, meditation? Being with the people that you love? Being with your partner? Earth, connecting with nature? What is it that helps you slow down? What's going to calm your nervous system? All of these things are going to naturally bring forth your feminine energy. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to readjust and put things into place so that we slowly let go of the coping mechanisms and the protective strategies and, you know, protector aspects of ourselves that are operating from this like harsh, controlling, overly logical part, which is not really also aligned in a masculine way, because it's not the exact expression of sacred masculine. It's much more about like fear-based masculine expression. I noticed that vulnerability is like a really big topic for those of us who struggle with like deeply settling into our feminine energy. And that's very valid, because we all have experienced different things in our lives where we don't feel safe in our vulnerability, or, you know, we extended our vulnerability, our emotions, our bodies, our trust to someone, and that wasn't taken care of, or that was taken advantage of, or that was betrayed. And so sometimes we need to trace a little bit back to the origin, to when that happened, and let ourselves know and let our bodies know that that's not happening right now. And notice, you know, what's happening in the body, because she knows. And for me, this is a practice that I have every single day, to slow down. Like when I notice that there's like my body starts to tense up and I'm rushing into the next thing, and like, what am I running away from? You know, what feelings of vulnerability, what fear is it that I'm trying to avoid? And what's interesting is that when I actually slow down and really sit with myself and sink into it and let myself feel it, then I have nowhere to run to anymore. Then it's like this quiet peace, and then I can sit in that and witness. And then the sensitivity and the vulnerability opens and reveals the gift. And then it's easier. Connecting with your feminine energies shouldn't be something that you're forcing, or that you're pushing to get, or that you're, you know, it shouldn't be a struggle. And for some of us, it's just about changing our habits and our mentality and certain things in our day-to-day lives. But for most of us, it's about going a little deeper, to explore where the blockages are, and to return to a place of integration with these vulnerable, deeper, more beautiful feminine aspects that are so full of magic. Let me know if this is resonating in the comments, if you're here live or if you're watching the replay. I would really love to know, and if you have any questions coming up. On June 17th, I'm going to be hosting a free masterclass. It's called Whole, and we're going to dive into this whole thing much deeper. We're going to talk about feminine and masculine energy and what they really mean in essence, and how we can create more harmony between them within ourselves and in our lives. And we're going to be able to answer questions live and connect with each other. And all of this is not just a journey with ourselves, but it's also something that is going to support our relationships with men, our relationships with women, with sisters, with brothers. And I am so excited. So if you want to sign up, comment Whole in the comments and I will send you the sign up link. This masterclass is a sort of a module number 1 of a 4-week course that I'm gonna do, where we're gonna go a lot deeper into it in February. So if this is calling to you, stay tuned. You will receive all the information via email, and I'm also going to be talking a lot more about it here on Instagram. And yeah, I am so excited to dive into this and to reconnect with primal innocence, to remember that sacred masculine and that sacred feminine in our bodies. So we're not just going to talk about it, we're actually going to rewire our conditioning and our relationship to these polarities in our bodies. So thank you so much for being here. Looking forward to hear from you in the comments or in the DMs if you have any questions, you want to share anything about this. And I will talk to you very soon.